Hey guys, welcome back to Home Theater Guru. So today we're going to be looking at the AWOL 2500 projector. This is a UST, which stands for ultra short throw. Now ultra short throw has been out for a few years, but they've really advanced, and these are for rooms where we don't have the space, or maybe you've got too many windows for a projector that mounts on the ceiling, or you want something that is just more living room friendly, but you want a large image. Once you get past 10 feet, at 10 feet you're looking at close to 120-inch screen to get at a nice 45-degree viewing angle if you're after an immersive experience. And that's what these ultra short throws bring to the table. With the 2500, we can go all the way up to a 150-inch screen. Now this is a triple laser RGB projector, and RGB means it has a red, blue, and green light source. Now this is without a phosphor color wheel. So a color wheel is actually a mechanical device that spins, has little mirrors on it. It was made by Texas Instruments long ago. I mean, my first projector was a DLP that used that technology. The color wheels can be noisy. You also get a lot of rainbow effect, like around campfires in a dark scene. You may see like a flickering that looks like a rainbow around bright objects on the screen. But with the RGB light sources, we have a better color gamut, we have better color accuracy, less noise, and less rainbow effect. And being laser, we have 25,000 plus hours of life. So it has a very long lifespan, so it's gonna be perfect for a living room or somewhere where it has heavy use. We're using this daily, it's no problem, having to change out lamps or anything like that. It's gonna last for years. Now, of course, everybody wants HDR nowadays, and this thing has all of it. We've got HDR10+, we've got HDR10, HLG, and Dolby Vision. AWOL is actually the only RGB UST projector in the market that offers Dolby Vision. It also has full active 3D capability. It also has the biggest lens in the industry. Now the projector lens, that's gonna give you more brightness, but also it's going to keep the edges from blurring. So if you have a larger lens, your image isn't right at the edge of that lens, so you're gonna have overall a sharper picture. From the corners, from this corner to that corner to the middle, you're gonna have a more natural, just a more even looking focus. Contrast ratio is 2500 to 1. The blacks are very good on this. I was actually very surprised at how good the blacks look. We're gonna go over all this and kind of my initial impressions and how it performed with daytime. I've got a lot of side windows. We're going to talk about that. We also have an ALR screen that we're going to talk about here in just a minute, and just the pros and cons of a projector like this. Now it also has a turbo mode for gaming. It has 8 milliseconds of lag, so that is extremely fast. So if you're an online gamer or anything like that, you're not going to have any problems keeping up, because 8 milliseconds is really stupid fast. Now this projector also has its own audio, so if you don't have a sound system and you just want to get it up and running, you just want to it has its own sound. Personally, if you're buying something this nice, you're gonna have a sound system, either a very nice sound bar, or you're gonna have a home theater system, something like that. The onboard audio doesn't really do justice for the picture, so I would highly recommend that you use this with a sound bar. I wouldn't rely on the onboard audio, because what you're really paying for is the picture that this thing produces, which is very nice. It also has adjustable focus with 8-point keystone. I will say keystone is a digital correction of, if it's not fitting perfectly on the screen, you can digitally stretch it a little bit here and there, which you really want to stay away from. I was very happy that I was able to easily get this lined up on the screen very quickly. It takes a little bit of tweaking, but it's actually quite easy, and I had to use very little keystone. I just had to bring like one corner in, like a ½ an inch or something like that, so it wasn't enough to where it degrades the picture. You don't want to use a lot of keystone because you're digitally stretching the picture. It's just not good. All right, so when you open the box, the first thing you're gonna see are the 2 pair of 3D glasses, and we also have a Fire Stick 4K Max, and we've got our power cord, and we have audio video cables. It's got a really cool remote. Looks kind of like a Fire Stick remote, just kind of classed up a little bit. Really cool looking remote. You can use this to operate everything from the projector to all of the apps inside the projector as well. All right, and now the projector comes out. So as you can see, it's a pretty good sized projector. It is really cool looking. Let's go ahead and check out all the inputs. Now in the back here, we have SPDIF, that's our fiber optic cable. We have a little service port. We have a USB 1. The USB 1 we're actually going to plug a USB stick into. It operates the automatic screen that we're fixing to unbox. So when you turn the projector on and off, that screen automatically goes up and down. So that's pretty cool. We've got a LAN input, and we have audio video in, and we have HDMI 2 and HDMI 3. HDMI 1 is actually where the Fire Stick is plugged into, and of course we have our AC input for our power. All right, so let's go ahead and get the screen set up real quick so we can get this projector going and check it out. So in the box, of course, we have a power cord, and we also have a remote control for the projector screen. We're not going to be using that once we get the projector set up, because there's also a USB little device in that box that's going to allow the projector to operate the screen itself. So when we turn the projector on, the screen's going to come up. We turn it off, it's going to go back down. So we're not actually going to be using the remote that came in the projector box or came in the screen box. And guys, once you get this thing set up and you hit that on button, it's really cool. The screen comes up, as you can see here. It's just really, really cool. But the projector itself is a very, very bright projector. So that's gonna help whenever the lights are on in the room. But what really helps is the screen is an ALR, ambient light rejection screen. So overhead lights, it's still able to maintain a very, very good black level. I mean, it's not gonna be inky black, but it's gonna be so much better than like a normal screen or if you just project it on the wall. I was very, very impressed. I mean, turning the lights on and off in the room at night, it made a difference, but nothing like what I'm used to with a regular projector. It works extremely well. Now with side lights, if you have huge windows to the side of that screen, you're gonna wanna have some curtains on it. It will wash it out a lot more than overhead light. The ALRs are made for overhead light rejection. So that's something to keep in mind. Now in our house, we don't have curtains. We have these like kind of translucent looking blinds. We still get a ton of side light into the room from both sides. I mean, it's very, very bright in there as far as window light goes. We just don't want curtains. So for us, it does wash out the screen in the daytime, but if we had curtains, it would look like it does at night. With all of our overhead lights on, we get a fantastic picture, and you turn the lights off and it is just really, really good. Now, of course, when you turn the lights off, you're gonna get the best picture, but if you're watching sports or something like that, or even watching really a movie, you can have overhead lights on and it's going to be just fine. It's still gonna look great. Turn the lights off, the blacks are gonna be better, so of course you're gonna get a little more pop. But if you want an immersive experience and say you sit 12 feet away from your screen, I mean, you just can't have an 85-inch TV, which is what we have in this room here. From 11 to 12 feet away, it's not immersive. It's a nice big image, but it's not immersive, and that's what this screen gives you. If you want that home theater experience, you've got to have a large viewing angle. So once you get around 8, 9 feet away from your TV, you're looking at a 100-inch diagonal screen. Once you get past like 11, I mean, now you're into the 120-inch. You get 13 feet away, 14 feet away, now you're at 150 inch. So you quickly get to a point to where big screens like this make a lot of sense. Movies with fast action and all that, it does fantastic. Has a great picture from one corner all the way to the other corner. I was really impressed with that and how the focus, I wasn't sure how it was gonna work, because this is, for me, it's a much different type of projector than I'm used to. It's about 25 to 26 inches back from like the back of it to the screen, so the front of it may only be 6, 7 inches from that screen, and it's able to throw such a large picture being so close. I wasn't sure how that was going to, how it was going to look as far as quality wise, but I was actually really, really impressed. That's it for this one, guys. I'll see y'all for the next one.